CS department, working as a assistant professor in Kumaral College of Engineering and Technology. Today, I'm going to discuss about the class diagram from the Unit 2, static unit diagrams. So, let me explain you clearly what is class diagram. So, actually, the class diagram represents the static view of an application. It is like a static structure of the system. It is not only used for visualizing, it is also used for describing and documenting the different aspects of the system. And it is one of the most important diagram in the design phase. It helps the modeling and structuring the application. And it has it is represented by three components. One is attributes, methods, and relationships. And we will see later this one. The next one is perspective. Before that, we see how to draw the class diagram. The name of the class diagram should be meaningful to describe the aspect of the system, and it should be clearly identified which one is the class and how many properties should be here specified. So at the end of the drawing, it should be understandable to the developer. And these are the main points of how to draw the class diagram. And three perspectives here will be used. One is conceptual, specification, and implementation. First one is conceptual. Conceptual, first it focuses what the system should do, and it independent of implementation details and programming languages, and it is the purpose is to understand the model real world entity. And the key feature is to identify the key concepts and classes in the problem domain, and also it represents the relationship between the objects. So for that we are using the conceptual perspective. And the second one is, for example, we can take it to the library management system. Here the concept classes is book, member, loan, library, and these are the concept classes. Second one is specification perspective. So it provides the services for each classes should provide without worrying how they will be implemented. And also it gives the details about the attributes and types and methods with the input and output, and defines the rules, constraints, some interfaces. For example, for the book class, we can specify the attributes like we need the attributes like book ID, integer, string. The author name should be identified as an attribute. It should be string. And what are the operations means we can take check availability, restore the book, issue the book. So these are the operations would be used. The next one is implementation perspective. It focuses how the system will be built using the programming languages, and it decides how the classes, inheritance, and interfaces used, and it specifies algorithms, data structures, and access the controllers. For example, in book class, the implementation details might be include storing the books in a hash table for quick lookup, and we can use the Java or Python classes, and for handling the concurrency for loan operation, and for a database how they are interacting. So these details will be here will be used. And let me see the components of class diagram. First one is first one is attributes. Second one is methods. Third one is relationship. First class should be in top section, and it has a three section. First one, middle, class name should be there. It's a top section. Middle, we should specify the middle section attribute, and bottom section we should specify the methods. So attributes are its properties or data stored in the class. For example, for customer, we here use the customer name and location. And methods is the functions or behaviors of the class. For example, for a customer class, we can use the send order, receive order is a method. And relationship we have a 5 types. One is association, aggregation, composition, inheritance, and dependency. So association means we can use a connection between the two classes is association. Aggregation is has a relationship. I mean, one class is a part of another but can exist independently. And composition is a part of relationship. One class is part of another and cannot exist independently. And inheritance, it shows the specialization form of another class like a child and parent class. Dependency, see, Dependency means one class is depends on the another class. So like that we can classify the relationships, and we can see now the simple class diagram here for online transaction, online order for customer using the send order, receive order. For order, we can use the attributes like date, number, confirm, and close is a method, and we can use here inherited the main class is inherited two subclasses. One is special order and another one is normal order. Here we use the functions like confirm, close, dispatch. In normal order we can use the confirm, close, dispatch, receive. So this is the parent class, this is the child class. So like that we can draw the class diagram. So hope you will understand the topic. Thank you.